and bend over to get it, so she'd call us and would go there and would pick up a remote control because she was in a wheelchair.
Wow.
But this one was very annoying because it was a extremely obese lady in her 30s.
In her 30s.
And she was obese because all she did was fucking eat.
Okay.
3 or 4 pizzas a day and a couple of pints of Ben and Jerry's.
Sure. Make fun of the woman with a thyroid condition.
So she was at a McDonald's, and she was in the McDonald's, and she ordered whatever she ordered. She ordered a few burgers and some fries.
Yeah. She was at the McDonald's. Did she do the drive-through, or did
she was inside?
Inside.
Yeah.
So she got herself inside.
She got some exercise in there, wheeling her way in, and I guess they screwed her order up.
Okay.
She asked for 2 or 3 burgers, and they gave her like a medium fry instead of a large.
Oh.
So she was pissed off.
Yeah,
and she was yelling and screaming. So, McDonald's called, and she called, and we went there.
Wait, McDonald's called?
Well, because she was being disorderly. And she called because McDonald's refused to give her a large fry. And she said, I paid for a large, and all they gave me was a medium.
Didn't anybody have a slip? Oh, didn't anybody have a receipt?
Dave, have you been to McDonald's lately?
I've been to McDonald's.
Yeah, they don't speak English, Dave.
Oh.
I'll just cut that out. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You'll have to cut that one out. So they didn't have a receipt. They couldn't settle it on their own.
They wouldn't settle it on their own.
Okay. Yeah, they wouldn't.
And then, the obese lady needed her 3,000 calories for lunch, so she wasn't leaving until she got a large.
I'm sure that she didn't.
So one of what we did, Dave. One of what good cops do.
What?
You shot her.
We bought her a large fry, paid for her large fry, gave her to her, and it was all over.
That's the most ridiculous.
Yep, because McDonald's wasn't budging. The manager wasn't budging, and the lady wasn't leaving. So what are you going to do? Pull out $1.50, give the lady a large fry, get the hell out of here, call it a day.
Community policing at its finest.
That's community policing at its best.
That's amazing.
Yep. I've known cops, and I've done it myself. People get caught for shoplifting. A young mother gets caught for shoplifting, $10 of food, whatever. She's not necessarily a criminal, but she's trying to feed her family. Yeah. She's not like a drug addict. It's shoplifter.
Right.
And I've seen cops pay. That bill. I've seen that happen. I've done it myself.
But that's kindness. That's the kind of kindness that you sometimes
don't mistake my kindness in that situation for just not even wanting to deal with those two idiots. I just wanted to get the hell out of there.
The McDonald's thing. Do you say that to the young mother who's trying to feed her kids when you paid the $10 for groceries?
No, because you got to
don't mistake my kindness for weakness.
No, I think. But no, every situation you got to be able to read the people. You're not gonna a young girl or some drug fiend who's in there stealing steaks so they can resell them to get some drugs. You're not going to pay for that, but you got to be able to read the situation and understand who you're dealing with.
Let me ask you this. So when you get that situation, when people are yelling at each other over something as stupid as French fries, and
it couldn't be any stupider.
I got to tell you this. I might be siding with the customer on this, but of course it should be on the receipt. It should be in the register.
I'm siding with McDonald's. They were trying to save this fat bitch's life.
It was
if we give her a large, she's going to have a heart attack right here. It was not. Cut it down to a medium.
But it was not their place. It was not their place to save her life because they're McDonald's. And but either way, I mean, just when you have one of these things where you've got two idiots in a dispute, do you come back to the station and do you think to yourself, this is horrible. Why am I doing this job?
Absolutely.
This is the most ridiculous thing in the world. Or do you think to yourself, this will be a really good story at parties or on podcasts?
Yeah. If I had known I was going to do a podcast, and this was probably 10 years ago that this happened, then I would have said, something, that's a great story for a podcast.
It is a great story for a podcast.
But back then it was like, oh my God, I can't retire quick enough.
Yeah.
I got 10 years to go.
Well, here's the funny thing. They're arguing, the people from McDonald's were arguing with a woman in a wheelchair. No matter how she got there.
You can't win. McDonald's, that's the old saying in business. The customer's always right.
That's bullshit.
Just pacify the customer.
That's bullshit. The customer is wrong 100% of the time.
Wow.
The customer is always wrong. They're entitled, especially if they're fucking fat. Fuck them.
And what if they promise to pay for a prostitute?
Okay, well, then that's a different story. Then everything's fine.
What if that was
wins.
Susie Yum Yum, who we had just kicked her out of the city, and then she went to the McDonald's and didn't have any money because she got stiffed on she got stiffed on her services.
Yeah.
And we went down there and we said, hey, I'll get you those large fries there, Susie, if you take care of business, baby.
All right, and on that happy note, this has been Inside the Thin Blue Line. I'm Dave Rattigan with Dale Lawrence and Nathan Arroyo. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.